Welcome Grenada, Carriacopiti, Monica, and the rest of the world. Trinidad, Tobago, St. Vincent, St. Lucia, Dominica, Trinidad, Antigua, Barbuda, all of the Caribbean islands, the bigger countries. We want to say hello wherever you are. The silent viewers, the people who never say anything on the program, we want you to know that we know you're there and we appreciate you all the time. And as well, the usual suspects, we would like to say hello to you as well. We do appreciate your company all the time. Folks, this is another night of news. We call it Mikey Live. News discussed, not told. Here now are your headlines. Now, the UK COVID-19 variant found in Grenada. That's because somebody from outside came in with that, all right? We're going to explain that to you. RGPF to deploy officers in known hotspots this Easter weekend. And the 15 illegal immigrants caught in Grenada. RGPF concerned with manner of protest. We'll explain that to you. RBTT workers turn up the heat with their protest. And we're going to give you an overall COVID-19 update. And St. Lucia revises curfew hours for Easter weekend. Jet hours. Talking about 3 p.m. curfew and thing. So that people don't congregate and celebrate this Easter weekend. Maybe Grenada might see some changes to the hours as well. We'll explain to you a little bit later on when we return on tonight's Mikey Live program. We got to let you know the headlines was brought to you through the kind compliments of Real Value IGA Supermarket, Communal Cooperative Credit Union, Courts Grenada Limited, Digicel, Nawasa, the Ministry of Health, and Diamond Continental Jewelry Store located at the Esplanade Mall. Folks, we want to say thank you to our sponsors and, well, those who sponsor the headlines and all the other advertisers on the program. Without them, there is no Mikey Live, and of course without you. We take a quick break, and when we come back, we got real news in Audio Lily Lolo. Here's what, by the way, if you have not yet done so, we'd like to encourage you to please go ahead and share the program. When you share the program, that's how other people get to know that we are live. We will be back.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business,
for your education,
for your financial freedom,
for that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
How going on, boy?
Hey, good old things.
Hey, easy.
Yeah.
Boy, in line, boy. Your house looking a real good day.
Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handled me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns, giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish, and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service.
Oh, it's people from housing bad, boy.
Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? You could visit them right down in the Sandino complex, or give them a call 440-1015 or 440-1016, or check out their website hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches, and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen at the best price. We offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit or call us today for 143114-232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Feel good facts.
Avoid the most common causes of spreading the flu. Cover your coughs and sneezes with a tissue, dispose of it straight away, and either wash your hands or use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer.
Are you prepared for the hurricane season? Do you have a plan? Remember, water is essential in any emergency plan. Determine your family's water needs. Ensure your storage containers are food grade and store at minimum 35 gallons of water per person per day for at least 1 week. Understand that your planning may be different this year because of the need to protect yourself and others from COVID-19. Take the necessary actions to ensure that your household has an adequate stored water supply should there be an interruption. Be prepared. NAWASA, committed to meeting customers' needs.
All right, so thank you very much again. And for those of you who are just joining us, well, we'd like to say welcome, welcome, welcome. We like to put those stories first, yeah, because they really do matter. Now, the staff of the Grenada Meteorological Services, they celebrated World Meteorological Day on the 23rd of March 2021, and they had a beach cleanup activity. It was conducted at Devil's Bay Beach on the 26th of March 2021, since this year's theme was the ocean or climate and weather. You understand? With the ocean being one of the main influences to the weather, the main goal was to highlight the preservation of the ocean and maritime ecosystem, action against pollution. Now, as a tourist destination, notable efforts are constantly made, and that is to keep our beaches properly maintained. However, Devil's Bay Beach is a secluded location and is frequently used by fishermen, other persons in their quest, for relaxation, adventure, and fun. Now, observations reveal that litter from these activities is not properly disposed, and the pollution problem has exacerbated as a result of illegal dumping and the lack of bins and anti-litter signage in the environs of the entrance to this particular beach. Hence, the Met Office say that they decided that their contribution will be more meaningful by cleaning up that particular site. 15 large bags of garbage were collected. 15! They say about 80% of the waste consisted of plastic bottles and bags. The remaining 20% accounted for various microplastics, styrofoam, paper, articles of clothing, and a plastic chair. All that to know. Cleaning up that little area. I don't know the beach. The one on the back of the airport there by the saw. Go down by sandals on the back. No. Anyway, so they say that they were happy to make that particular contribution. You understand? And of course, that's good, guys, and we wanted to highlight them. We put up all the face and they scream, and people see all, you know. Show them people face and they scream. All right, so those are the people. Little one in the corner there too. You know, the Met Office staff who came out and contributed towards that cause. We are moving on. Oh yeah. So here that piece. The RBTT workers. You know, yesterday when they do the protest, I think you see how they nice and they prim and they proper, they looking sharp. You know what I mean? I say, whoa, you don't see fancy protests. Well, who tell we say that? From yesterday to today, them people turn up the ante. They know more than just giving you loans and helping you balance your budget and helping you with your finances. Them people have rhythm. You know what they did? As part of that protest activity today, as it continues, they decided they go turn it up a bit. Then people get a bucket bottom, big grenade bottle and thing like that, and it's mass. So they decided that they were going to turn up the heat as they continue their protest. They want to be treated fairly, and they are not letting the company, RBC, go without a fight.
My name is Godwin Chappell Thomas, and I'm the union's organizing secretary and its occupation health and safety officer. And we are down at RBTT on the picket line. As you know, that this struggle here is a struggle whereby there seems to be a change in ownership of the bank, and we are out here struggling for what is rightfully workers' own. Rights that are enshrined in the Labor Relations Act. As you realize that right now the bank is closed because the workers are outside, we have noticed that some persons are going into the bank in a very staggered way. Apparently there is some manager person who is giving some sort of service to some customers. But as you have seen right behind me, that guy who's standing there, he's been here since 8 o'clock this morning, he cannot get any service. We hope that sense will prevail, although the bank has rejected the recommendations made by the Labour Commissioner and the Minister of Labour. It's a mountain and people are looking for money to carry out the normal business, to pay bills and things like that. And we hope that sense will prevail and that the bank will change its position and that the bank can reopen and business can go on as normal. Also too, because it's a mountain and it will be impacting so many persons, we are hopeful that the Ministry of Labour will get involved in getting some sort of resolution to this matter shortly.
Yes, I know. Yesterday, Andre Lewis, while on the picket line, explained what the points of contentions are.
Simply again, the three main matters are: one, the right of the worker under Section 45(2) to opt to continue with a new Antigua Commercial Bank or not to go over and be paid severance, termination allowance. Secondly, the issue of notice of retrenchment, notice to the union and notice to the workers shall not run concurrently. And thirdly, we have the outstanding collective agreement that needs to be addressed. So these are the three main matters, and the bank is hoping to run out of Grenada. I want to repeat, the Royal Bank of Canada, RBC, where they sit high and mighty out in Canada, is hoping to run out of Grenada without obeying the recommendations of the Minister for Labour and Labour Commissioner. Look at the workers outside here, all prepared to work, but standing for the right to ensure that no global bank, yes, not because of your size and your might, will feel that you can do us what you want and get away with it. So this is a stance for the dignity of the workers and a stance to ensure that the bank comply with the recommendations of the Labour Commission and the Minister of Labour.
Thank you very much. That is the man himself, Mr. Andre Lewis, speaking yesterday about the protest action that was happening then. Earlier here that the Prime Minister is going to be addressing the nation. That will be tomorrow, God's willing. Now, there are a lot of speculations in terms of what is the Prime Minister going to be saying. Well, I mean, if we are going to be judging based on the timing, one can say that his presentation will have to do something with the fact that the Easter weekend is coming up, and maybe we need to have some adjustment to the curfew regulations, or maybe the timing, sorry, you know. So a lot of people are looking towards that particular direction, maybe to hear that, okay, the curfew hours have been extended, you know, for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, things like that. What we can tell you is that St. Lucia has done this. They have implemented some strict guidelines for the Easter weekend, and we'll share that with you in a little while. You understand? So maybe, we don't know, but maybe that's what we're going to be hearing from the Prime Minister come tomorrow, God's willing. We are moving on. Oh yeah. So the next thing that we have to tell you about, boy, is that, oh, and by the way, the address to the nation will be at 8 o'clock and will be brought live on Mikey Live. So all it'll play a lot ting up and ting. Now, speaking of the Easter weekend, we are hearing now from the Commissioner of Police, and the Commissioner of Police, he is saying that they are going to be deploying officers in hotspots, areas that are known to be hotspots. They go have police day. You understand? Because they say they don't want to take no chance. You see, COVID-19 is running wild in many small states. You understand? And so Grenada doesn't want to become a subject of that. And so they are saying that they will try their best to keep all social gatherings at minimum. They can't be everywhere, but of course they are saying that they will try their best to be on the ball with that.
So as we approach this very long weekend, our Easter weekend, I want to appeal to members of the public to exercise good care and judgment in the activities that we choose to participate in, and ensure that we are protocol compliant, so that we do not lose on the gains that we have made. I do believe that Grenada's success in this fight is at the admiration of many. The RGPF, as part of this effort for the upcoming weekend, will be diligent in scrutinizing applications and requests before us, and we will deploy officers in known hotspots to assist, to monitor, and ensure compliance as best as our capabilities as we continue this effort.
Thank you very much. And of course, they say that they're going to do their best with that. All right. Now, the Commissioner of Police also, in this morning's press briefing, spoke about the immigrants, illegal immigrants who some way breached the system and found their way on the shores of our beautiful island. 15 of them. You understand? 15 of them. So according to the police, on Friday, 26 March 2021, officers attached to the drug squad and immigration department conducted a search on an apartment building situated at True Blue, St. George. During the operation, 5 Venezuelan nationals who entered the country illegally were detained. The men were taken to the St. George's Magistrates Court today, 2021. That's Tuesday, March 30th, after they were charged for entering the state without the consent of an immigration officer. The men pleaded guilty to the charge, and they were all ordered to leave the state of Grenada by the presiding magistrate. Arrangements are being made to organize their travel documents for deportation. Now, in the interim, they are held in police custody. Now, they are saying that those people and them are of different nationalities and so on. I think, well, yeah, St. Vincent, Trinidad, Venezuela, and some of the other islands. You understand?
That for the year thus far, we have interdicted 15 illegal immigrants from entering our state. 7 of those occurred within the last week, and 5 of them will be taken to court this morning. We do not know how many have escaped the law enforcement gaze. We do not know how many might still be circulating within our society, and hence the call for us to continue to exercise vigilance. It could be a travesty if any one such person may be circulating in our community, are a positive case with any strain that can potentially affect our population. So we call again for continued cooperation and observance to our protocols.
Thank you very much, the Commissioner of Police. All right, well, speaking about the Commissioner of Police, we work cut out for him, because there are now 2 particular videos in circulation where you find that the police are the subject of scrutiny and their operations. In one video, there was a man attempting to prevent a police officer, a SSU officer, it seemed, from searching his vehicle. Well, according to one lawyer, that citizen lucky, because he thought the police officer exercised extreme restraint in that particular scenario. But contrary to that, there was another incident which happened, which was in circulation today, with a man saying that he just get the boss and things like that, you know. And so those videos are in circulation, and you know, it's bringing a lot of attention to the Royal Grenada Police Force. Have a look.
I'm going to look at the situation here. I buy this bus since December 4th, and now I get stick out 1 week. I can make $1. Police ask me about number plate. Watch him. Like they don't know how. Nothing. They don't know how. Why hold him up for dread? What do? I'm making a video. I'm making a video on my phone. I'm making a video on my phone. For what? For what? For what? For what? Boogie all up on. Finish your conduct. Finish your conduct. This all the behavior for what? For what?
I gave you this morning, just on my plate this morning.
What? I can't even watch.
Understand?
I can't even watch them. That's mine. I can't even think that.
That's what going on.
What's your what do? Why hold myself for what do?
This time of the morning, you're talking about the arrest.
Why hold me already? What you want to go for?
Why you going with them for?
Watch it. I can't even watch. I'm not lock up a bus now. I'm not lock up a property. I'm not lock up a property. What else? What else? What I do? What I do? I think I'm going to make a
understand you got video in our call, they're talking about you on the arrest, just making a video. We're talking about you on the arrest.
I won't fight you all anything. I don't question about it, I don't respect you in no way. But what I do?
So that was one incident, and that one was rather interesting. It begs a question in terms of what constitutes disorderly conduct, whether or not a person is permitted to record a police officer in the execution of his or her duties, or in the execution of an arrest or so. I attempted to get an attorney on the program, but our efforts proved a bit futile. But of course, we're not going to rest on this. We are going to speak with one of the colleague attorneys or so, and you know, just so that you understand, you know, what the parameters are as it relates to your rights and responsibilities, and the police as well. Yes, some would like to know whether or not an individual can contest an arrest. You know, all these things. We will try to see if we can get an attorney so that we can have a very thorough discussion on this particular matter. You'll be shocked to know what your rights are where that is concerned. Yep. So, folks, we will follow up on these matters. We are going to try to see if we can speak with, like I said, to an attorney in terms of what rights and responsibilities are. Yeah, boy. So all you see, what go on there for yourself. All right. So we are going to try to see if we can get to speak to an attorney relating to that particular incident there. All right, or those two, and in general, what our rights and responsibilities are, what the do's and don'ts are, if it's okay to record a police officer in the execution of, these are the questions we will ask. Is it okay to record a police officer in the execution of his or her duties, whether or not a civilian can contest, or somebody being arrested can contest that arrest? What constitutes disorderly conduct? You know, those kind of things. We need to have these discussions. All right, and so we will have it. Okay, we are moving on. All you how we're looking for time. Okay. Oh yeah. So the next thing that we have to tell Olia about, boy, the Commissioner of Police again, I'm going back to the police. All right. They are saying that they are concerned with the manner of protest. Now let me take my time with this. Now he's saying that the RGPF have never attempted to impede the peaceful protest or the processes that follow in any manner. He went on to say that in fact they facilitate those protest activities. However, they are saying that they are concerned in a manner in which some of these protests are being executed.
And I want to make it abundantly clear from the onset that the RGPF has no intention and has never attempted to inhibit, to prohibit, to stop or to stifle protest action in any way. We do believe that protest is an integral part of any thriving democracy. As a matter of fact, there have been a number of protest action taking place for over the period of time by different organizations and groups. The RGPF has never interceded in any of those. As a matter of fact, we have facilitated, guided, and cooperated with the execution of those protest action. However, recently we did have an engagement in two, because the manner in which those actions were executed were of concern, as they present a potential environment for the spread of the virus. We have had in those cases very cordial engagement with the individuals that we met with, and strengthened our appeal that future actions should be in compliance with our regulations and our protocol.
All right. Thank you very much, sir. And we are moving on. So, COVID-19 now. There was a press conference that was held this morning, a post-cabinet briefing as they call it, with the COVID-19 subcommittee. Dr. Bert Barfitt is the chair. There was also Dr. Sean Charles, the CMO, there as well. And the CMO, he basically gave a breakdown of Grenada's COVID-19 situation.
As of yesterday, we have a total of 155 confirmed cases of COVID-19 here in Grenada. Of that number, 53 have recovered. And of course, we had one death, and we have one active case. And that case remains isolation. We've completed just under, let's say, 25,000 PCR tests. And but we still have a large number of persons that are in quarantine at various stages in the quarantine. We have 385 persons, and these are travelers who came to Grenada recently.
Thank you very much, sir. Unfortunately, someone who traveled to Grenada and tested positive with COVID-19 also was a carrier of the UK variant of the virus.
As it relates to our active case, we have one imported active case. This individual entered Grenada a few weeks ago, on the 8th, was tested according to our protocol on day 5 after arrival, and of course was confirmed positive with a high viral load. We subsequently sent samples to the Caribbean Public Health Agency, that is CARFA, for genetic sequencing, because we are cognizant of the fact that as the world faces this third wave for many persons and a fourth for some, that it is largely the variants that are driving these cases. On the 26th of March, that is last Friday, we received the results that the individual had the UK variant, which is the B117. This is the first time we have detected this strain locally, and of course it is of concern to us because, as most may be aware, these new variants are transmitted much more readily. They're much more infectious, and many more persons can become infected, which can, in the long run, lead to more deaths. This case, however, has remained in isolation since, and is being followed up until we grant public health clearance. In the meantime, the Ministry of Health continues to focus on the control, enhanced controls at our ports of entry. We continue to educate the public that it is very important that we continue to adhere to all of the recommendations: the avoidance of crowding, the wearing of masks, sanitizing. Avoid all of those activities that may promote the spread of disease if and when there is a case that may be in circulation.
Thank you very much, Dr. Sean Charles. Okay, so again, the UK variant of the virus was detected in a person who arrived here in Grenada. Well, for the avoidance of doubt, St. Lucia has announced to the general public what the restrictions will be come this Easter weekend.
Over the last few weekends, as a country, we have noticed that there has been a lot of social activity, especially on the weekends, which could bring even more COVID-19 cases into St. Lucia.
Illegal mass gatherings all around the island may have resulted in a drastic adjustment to curfew hours for the Easter weekend. Senior Communications Officer in the Office of the Prime Minister, Nicole MacDonald, says the tight curfew hours have been implemented to avoid an upswing in COVID-19 cases.
The curfew adjustment for the weekend will be as follows. On Thursday, the curfew will begin from 7 p.m. On Friday, the curfew will begin from 7 p.m. On Saturday, the curfew will begin from 6 p.m. And on Sunday and Monday, the curfew will begin from 3 p.m. On all of those days, the curfew ends at 4 a.m.
Some quarters have labeled it COVID-19 fatigue, where individuals find themselves skirting protocols to escape the reality of the pandemic. Officials warn such practices may set the island back in curtailing the spread of the virus.
I think everybody is frustrated and tired of COVID. Everybody has had enough at this point. We've been a year through this. We want to get back to normal life, and I see this as one of the faster ways to get back to normal life.
Chief Medical Officer Dr. Sharon Belmar-George reminds the public that a fourth wave could become a reality if public health measures are disregarded.
We're a little concerned about all of the activities happening around the communities, but we just want the public to be patient and continue working with us. If we can keep our cases down, keep our active cases to below 50, then we'll be able to live a fairly normal life and open up a little bit more. We're working with a number of organizations to continue and to get back to a level of normalcy. We want to be able to continue that in the coming months.
As St. Lucia stares down a long Easter weekend, officials say the extreme curfew hours are not a form of a reprimand, but part of a preemptive strategy.
This is about us coming together and recognizing that with the less socialization that we have, we will be able to get to a point where we can relax some of the measures. But we have to work together on this.
With the fallout of the post-Christmas holiday spike still fresh in the minds of the authorities, all eyes are now trained on the outcome of Holy Weekend. Sola Alfred, HTS News Force.
As it relates to our active case, we have one.
Thank you very much, Switch. And so you see what's happening there, and maybe we don't know. Got that Grenada might not so drastic, but maybe Grenada may take a similar approach. You never know. Family members, if you have not yet done so, we'd like to encourage you to please go ahead and share the program so that other people get to see that the program is live. Please don't forget to check out our website, MikeyLive.com. If you have not yet followed our page, please go ahead and do so that you can get your notifications. We are taking a quick break, and when we return, we have for you the national report, and following that, the weather.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
You want a hand sanitizer to do 3 things: kill germs, be gentle, and to go where you go. You can get all of that in our hand sanitizer. Hard on germs, gentle on hands, affordable. Remember, hand sanitizers contain alcohol. Keep away from heat and flames and avoid contact with eyes. Available at retailers island-wide.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business.
For your education.
For your financial freedom.
For that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
How going on, boy?
Hey, good old things.
Hey, easy.
Yeah.
Boy, in line, boy. Your house looking a real good day.
Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handled me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns, giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish, and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service.
Oh, it's people from housing bad, boy.
Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? You could visit them right down in the Sandino complex, or give them a call, 440-1015 or 440-1016. Or check out their website, hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
Safe, effective COVID-19 vaccines will offer protection against the virus, helping to prevent death and serious illness. But how do they actually work? Like other vaccines, such as the flu shot, COVID-19 vaccines will be given with a needle. This triggers an immune response in the body, which is the body's natural way of defending itself. The vaccine will strengthen your immune system by training it to recognise and fight against the virus that causes COVID-19. Vaccines may contain either killed or weakened versions of the virus that causes the disease, or a small part of the virus, such as a protein. There is no risk that you will get the disease from a vaccine. When your immune system recognises this virus or parts of it in the vaccine as being foreign, it responds by creating memory cells and antibodies that will protect you against future infection or disease. As a result, you'll be less likely to have severe COVID-19 symptoms after a vaccination.
Are you prepared for the hurricane season? Do you have a plan? Remember, water is essential in any emergency plan. Determine your family's water needs. Ensure your storage containers are food grade and store at minimum 35 gallons of water per person per day for at least 1 week. Understand that your planning may be different this year because of the need to protect yourself and others from COVID-19. Take the necessary actions to ensure that your household has an adequate stored water supply should there be an interruption. Be prepared. NAWASA, committed to meeting customers' needs.
We are all essential in the fight against COVID-19.
At Courts, we're doing our part and we encourage you to stay at home, stay safe and shop online at www.shopcourts.com.
For added convenience, our Courts online customers will receive free delivery and get up to 20% off televisions, appliances and homewares. Plus, if you shop with Ready Finance, you will pay nothing down for 60 days. Now, you can stay home, shop online, and save.
Remember, do the essential. Wear a mask, wash your hands, practice social distancing, stop the spread.
Anywhere at any time and have it delivered to you right here in Grenada at yogo.gd.
Grenada records its first case of the COVID-19 UK variant. Details to this story and more in the National Report. With the details to the news for Tuesday, March 30th, I am Chrisanne Mitchell. Grenada has recorded its first case of the COVID-19 UK variant. The individual arrived here a few weeks ago and remains in isolation after testing positive with a high viral load. During the government's weekly post-cabinet press briefing on Tuesday, Chief Medical Officer Dr. Sean Charles said samples were sent to the Caribbean Public Health Agency for genetic sequencing.
On the 26th of March, that is last Friday, we received the results that the individual had the UK variant, which is the B117. This is the first time we have detected this strain locally, and of course it is of concern to us because, as most may be aware, these new variants are transmitted much more readily. They're much more infectious, and many more persons can become infected, which can, in the long run, lead to more deaths. This case, however, has remained in isolation since, and is being followed up until we grant public health clearance.
Chair of the COVID-19 subcommittee, Dr. Bert Prophet, says while Grenada manages to keep a tight rein on the virus, we are still in a vulnerable position. He says getting vaccinated is one way of ensuring that we do not reverse the gains made so far.
My prediction would be if we don't get a significant percentage of the population vaccinated, be it 6 months from now, be it a year from now, be it 2 years from now, we are going to have significant outbreaks because the virus is not going anywhere. And until such time as we get a significant percentage of the population protected, we are going to be at risk. So we remain in a very vulnerable category, and the public needs to be aware of that and act accordingly.
More than 10,000 people have received their first dose of the COVID-19 vaccine. Since the first case was reported in Grenada on March 22, 2020, Grenada has recorded 155 confirmed cases, 77 of which were imported. One person remains in self-isolation. Continuing the news, as the tireless fight against COVID-19 continues, local law enforcement officials have interdicted 15 illegal immigrants from entering the country, 7 of them in the last week alone. Among them are 6 Venezuelans and 1 Trinidadian, while others are from Barbados and St. Vincent. After being tested and cleared as per Grenada's protocols, 5 of the illegal immigrants were taken to court on Tuesday morning to answer a charge of entering the state without the consent of an immigration officer. The men pleaded guilty to the charge, and they were all ordered by the presiding magistrate to leave the state. Arrangements are being made to organize their travel documents for deportation. In the interim, they are held in police custody. Commissioner of Police Edwin Martin says this is of serious concern to the RGPF, which recorded 20 illegal entries for 2020, compared with the new figure for just the first quarter of 2021.
This is the end of the first quarter, and we already have 15. So we need to be mindful of this fact, and we need to constantly behave, in my mind, that we don't know what we don't know. In that we do not know the status of the person next to us, and so we should constantly be on our guard. That way, we will protect ourselves, and we will also protect the persons that we interact with. It could be a travesty if any one such person may be circulating in our community, or a positive case with any strain that can potentially affect our population. So we call again for continued cooperation and observance to our protocols.
Chief Medical Officer Dr. Sean Charles says the evidence is there to prove that illegal entry into a country can lead to community spread. He says the countries that grapple with this problem continue to experience difficulties in controlling their numbers.
We are very concerned, and we are very concerned for other reasons, because we realize that persons have developed pandemic fatigue. Persons simply want to get along with their lives and live and do what they're accustomed to. And it appears as if everything is under control because through our legal ports, through our regular ports, where we have a great deal of control, we have been able to exert a high level of control. But we always want them to remember that not everyone who enters Grenada enters through our net. All right? They should always bear this at the back of their mind when they decide to let down their guard, as was mentioned. It is never accurate to say, well, we have no COVID, why can't we do this? It is more accurate to say no known cases, because we may have some that may escape, our control measures.
Prime Minister Dr. The Right Honorable Keith Mitchell will deliver an address to the nation on Wednesday night. Dr. Mitchell's address will focus primarily on the COVID-19 pandemic and other topical issues affecting the country. In the past year of dealing with the impact of the pandemic, Grenada has been largely spared the onslaught of a health crisis. However, the financial impact of the pandemic has been severe, halting operations in some sectors and leaving many Grenadians unemployed. The country is now in the midst of rolling out its COVID-19 vaccination program in preparation for a possible return to normal life. The Prime Minister is expected to encourage responsible behavior among citizens as it relates to adhering to the recommended protocols and getting vaccinated. The Prime Minister's address will be broadcast live on GIS TV, Channel 22 at 8 p.m. on Wednesday and on the GIS Facebook page and YouTube channel. The address will also be broadcast by other radio and television stations and streamed on various social media platforms. This is a national report. More news after the break.
Hey, are you gonna wear your mask today? You see everywhere you go, there are rules you got to follow, so don't you say COVID-19 will delay. Take the opportunity to save your community. Don't be that guy, put a mask on your face if you're heading outside. It's your life, my life, more lives will be taken if we don't try. If you feel any symptoms, call the hotline. Stay inside until you feel fine. 6 feet away every day. Keep COVID-19 far from work. Keep Grenada safe. Be COVID-19 smart.
Welcome back. Members of the Royal Grenada Police Force will be deployed at various hotspots around the island to ensure compliance with COVID-19 protocols for the Easter weekend. Commissioner of Police Edwin Martin says while Grenada's success in fighting COVID-19 is applauded by its Caribbean neighbors, this can only continue if people adhere to the rules and regulations. The Commissioner explains what the public can expect.
As we approach this very long weekend, our Easter weekend, I want to appeal to members of the public to exercise good care and judgment in the activities that we choose to participate in and ensure that we are protocol compliant so that we do not lose on the gains that we have made. I do believe that Grenada's success in this fight is at the admiration of many. The RGPF, as part of this effort for the upcoming weekend, will be diligent in scrutinizing applications and requests before us, and we will deploy officers in known hotspots to assist, to monitor, and ensure compliance as best as our capabilities as we continue this effort. However, we are fully cognizant, and we do want to remind you, the members of the public, that you remain the most effective mechanism or tool in this fight.
Commissioner Martin says while there will be an increased police presence over the weekend, the RGPF's objective is not to create any discomfort or difficulty for anyone.
There is no intention of the force to become an overbearing presence on the members of the public where it is not necessarily needed. And all we see ourselves as a critical partner in this fight to continue to guide the public as we seek to work on this together as a nation.
And finally, in the news, Grenada's Prime Minister, Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell, says some statistics is critical for building resilience post-COVID-19, especially as it relates to small island developing states. Dr. Mitchell, who was at the time addressing the opening session of the 2021 Paris 21 annual meeting, says sustainable investment in the production of some statistics should not be omitted from the post-COVID-19 pandemic equation. He believes any solution thereafter will require high-quality official statistics to adequately address the problems that have resulted from the pandemic.
In the Caribbean, our national statistical system is severely challenged in the ability to produce data to adequately monitor our achievements of the Sustainable Development Goals SDGs. Given their small size, the less than adequate human resources that are available to produce basic official statistics, and the increasing demands for a wide range of statistics. Here in Grenada, we have designed a national sustainable development plan that is strategically aligned with the SDGs. I assure you, therefore, that aligning data for national development priorities with the SDGs is now a priority for my government.
The 2021 Paris 21 annual meeting is guided by the theme, Data as a Public Good, Building Resilience for a Post-Pandemic World. That story has brought us to the end of the National Report for today, March 30th, 2021. On behalf of the entire news and production team here at the Government Information Service, I am Chrisann Mitchell, saying thank you for joining us.
All right, and so it is now time for the weather. It is now time for the weather, and of course, let's take a look and see what the weather will be like for tonight into tomorrow. All right, so okay, partly cloudy and windy with a few light morning shower. We had that today. We had a good bit of showers in some parts of the island. Tonight's minimum temperature expected to be about 24 degrees Celsius, and winds east northeasterly to east southeasterly at 15 to 25 miles an hour, gusting higher at times. Seas moderate with waves up to 7 feet in open waters. A small craft advisory is in effect, and today was a very windy day. It was indeed a windy day today. So yeah, boy, wow. Now let us big up a few people on the program. Yeah, let's see who's there. Hey, Kireen, what's happening? And Khadija, the Mikey Live Helping Hands Foundation members from Canada and Grenada. We want to say hello to you guys. Also want to say hello to Javar, to Sandra, to Michelle. I see that Michelle is there as well. And to Vicky. We also would like to say hi to Osric and Angel, Charmaine, and Eric. We have Eunice as well, Noreen, and Shirin, and Della, and Jane, and Denise. We have Dennis with us. We have what? Okay. All right. He's giving a lot of trouble tonight. So I would like to say thank you to you guys, Noreen and Ansha, and we have Rolanda with us. We have Teresa. Did I say Teresa already? All right, we said Teresa already, and we have Denelson and Ezran and Barbara and the everybody else. We would like to say thank you for watching, and may God richly bless you and your family. And then we're gonna come back again with another program tomorrow, God's willing. All right. So all the best to you and the family, Cassie and Michelle, man on top of the table. Say hi. He has no clothes on. Don't have kids. Anyway, guys, have a good one, all right? They are too special. You know, they are too special. So take care, all right? You and the family. Let's go. Goodbye. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We all say, no. Take care. All the best.